doorway to nightmare. Come in. Welcome. I'm your host, Artemis Black. Vengeance is in my heart, death in my hand, blood and revenge are hammering in my head. Rather angry words from Shakespeare's Titus Andronicus, but words that are powerful. And while some would say that you should turn the other cheek when wronged, there are those who, and I don't mean to be impertinent, have run out of cheeks.
Yes? May I help you?
You don't remember me, do you, Andrew?
I'm sorry, I don't think that I have had the pleasure.
It was never a pleasure.
Well then, whatever you are selling, would you kindly move on to the next house?
Are you so sure that you want me to leave, Andrew Price?
I'm sorry, but you have obviously mistaken me for someone else. My name is Andrew Smith.
Smith, eh? Couldn't come up with a better name.
Just who the devil are you?
I'm not surprised that you don't recognize me, Andrew. After all, it has been over 20 years now.
I think that perhaps you had best leave the premises.
Susan, remember her?
I'm sorry. I don't know anyone by that name.
Do you actually want me to go over all the details while I stand here on your porch? All the little things that you would rather not come out to your neighbors?
Wait. No. No. Please, come inside.
Why, thank you, Mr. Smith. I believe that I shall.
Can I offer you a brandy?
I believe that we can dispense with the formalities. Don't you, Andrew?
I suppose so. I always thought that this day would eventually come.
You didn't seem to be as surprised to see me as I thought you would be.
Micah Nolan. So, when did they let you out?
Who said anything about them letting me out?
No, I only assume that the parole board would...
I escaped, Andrew.
Really? Well, then I suppose I should call the police.
Are you absolutely sure that you want to do that?
Look, Micah, what is done. I can't exactly go back in time and change anything. Susan is dead, and that's the end of it.
Yes, she is, and I paid the price for you. And what a beautiful frame job you performed.
Yes, I thought so too.
I bet you weren't smiling when they reversed the death penalty in my case.
No, on that you are right. I wasn't. But then, I don't have control over what laws are passed, or overturned in this case.
Why, Andrew? Why did you kill her?
It was simply a question of economics. She wanted you, Micah, even though I was the better choice.
She was my best friend! And you just couldn't stand that, could you?
No! I couldn't. You had the rich family. You were the sports hero in every field. You with your manners and your fine upbringing.
Don't even try it, you pompous ass. You had money, prestige, even a family name. It isn't my fault that Susan chose me.
Well, she made the wrong choice. So, I went down to talk to her. Instead, she told me that I was simply a friend and nothing more.
And then you choked the life out of her. But why did you have to frame me?
You made it so easy. Witnesses that saw you go into her apartment and leave by the back entrance. I didn't even have to pay them off. Your fingerprints all over the place. And the argument that you and Susan had earlier in the evening? No, Micah. You framed yourself.
I've waited 20 years. 20 years to do this!
Really, Micah? Don't you think that you are being a bit overdramatic?
One pull of the trigger. That's all it takes!
I thought that in 20 years you would have been a little more creative. So, what are you waiting for?
Get down on your knees! Beg me not to pull the trigger!
And why? Why should I do something so degrading?
You aren't even afraid?
Why should I be? You would be doing me a favor.
What are you talking about?
I was given a death sentence as well. Just last week. I have probably 3 months to live.
What did the doctors say?
Some sort of brain tumor that cannot be operated on. Here you go. I hope that you will find this brandy most satisfactory.
I had no idea. No idea at all.
Of course, I wouldn't expect any sympathy from you. So by all means, pull the trigger. It would be less painful than these damn headaches.
And you say the doctors have no other options?
Only the painkillers. And even they will eventually stop working.
No way! This is too good to be true!
What are you talking about?
You were right, Andrew. I could pull the trigger, get my so-called revenge on what you did to me, but that would be too quick, too easy. Now wouldn't it?
But isn't it what you want?
I have a much better plan now. You have a rather nice home here. Yes, I think it will be most comfortable.
Wait. What are you talking about?
3 months. I can wait that long.
If you think...
I shall become your caregiver, Andrew Price. It will be most satisfying to see you squirm in pain and eventually die.
And what makes you think that I would allow you to do such a thing?
Because, Andrew, I found the evidence that implicates you in Susan's murder. That would vindicate me.
Vladimir Makarov once said, "Revenge is like a ghost. It takes over every man it touches. Its thirst cannot be quenched until the last man standing has fallen." I'll be back with Act 2 shortly. Winston Churchill once commented that anyone can rat, but it takes a certain amount of ingenuity to re-rat.
Ah, Dr. Evans.
You must be Micah. Andrew told me he had a friend staying with him.
Please, won't you come in?
Ah, thank you. Thank you. How is our patient today?
He seems to be in good spirits. At least he is eating now that I'm here.
Oh, before I forget, I brought over this prescription for the pain. It isn't much, but at least it will help alleviate the worst of it.
How very kind of you, Dr. Evans. Is there nothing more that can be done? I have heard of several experimental treatments.
The test, unfortunately, show a massive tumor in his brain, much too deep to operate, and I have heard of other so-called treatments. No, I'm afraid there isn't anything more we can do.
Have you had a chance to see the latest test results?
I will get those this afternoon. In the meantime, keep him as comfortable as you can.
Doc, how did it start? When did Andrew come to see you?
Oh, a few months ago, he was complaining about severe headaches. I naturally put it down to simple migraines.
What brought it all on?
Any number of things. Too much caffeine, stress, perhaps certain foods in his diet.
And when did you find out about the tumor?
Last month when I scheduled a brain scan.
Oh my. And it is definitely terminal?
Well, we can't be absolutely sure of anything. But in my personal opinion, I would say yes, it is terminal.
Oh, my head. It hurts so bad. Micah, please. My bills.
Your pills?
Oh.
Let me see. Now, where did I put those silly things?
Oh, Micah, you sadistic son of a...
No. Let's not resort to that sort of language. Who knows? I may not remember exactly where your pills are until, let's say, tomorrow.
Oh, please, Micah. I can't stand this. Just shoot me. Now.
But that's too easy. This is so much more fun. There we go. Amazing. The pain pills look exactly like these little caffeine pills. Oh, if you think the pain is intense now, just you wait. Oh, Andrew, you have no idea what is in store for you. Here you are, Andrew. A nice bit of lunch for you. And I also brought you the pills.
Thank you, Micah.
A bit of gratitude? I'm impressed.
I have nothing left.
What are you writing?
Call it a confession.
Really? From the great Andrew Price? I can hardly wait to read it.
Don't worry. You will. I've included everything that I did. What I did to you, the murder of Susan, and a few other things that even you don't know about.
And just what are you going to do with this great work of non-fiction?
I want you to mail it to the police. You may have to answer for your escape, but at least the murder charge will be lifted.
How very noble of you.
You will also find my will. I've left everything to you. It's the least that I can do.
Yes, how very true.
Henry Home once said, "The indulgence of revenge tends to make men more savage." and cruel. I'll be back shortly with Act 3. Friedrich Schiller wrote, "Revenge is barren of itself. It is the dreadful food it feeds on. Its delight is murder, and its end is despair."
Oh, the pain is so much worse now, isn't it?
Yes. I can't bear it. The pills, they seem to be making it worse.
Not much longer now.
Micah, did you mail the letter?
Yes, it's all been taken care of, even the power of attorney, so that I may help you with your doctors.
Oh, whoever it is, tell them you will call them back later.
Don't you worry a bit. I'll take care of everything. Price Residence, how may I help you?
Micah. I'm glad you answered.
Hello, Dr. Evans. How may I assist you?
How is, our patient doing?
Oh, his pain is getting much worse. I'll be surprised if he makes it until morning.
Well, you can tell that good-for-nothing faker that he needs to get out of bed now.
Doctor, what a thing to say about a dying man.
He isn't dying. Never was.
What?
The tests were all wrong. It seemed that there was a new technician at the lab. Somehow he mixed up the results with another patient. Andrew's no more dying than you are.
Micah, who was on the phone?
He was Dr. Evans. He told me to tell you that he's sending another prescription for something stronger.
Why? Why can't you just shoot me? Get it over with? Wait. What are you carrying?
Oh, I'm all packed up, ready to go. I must leave you, Andrew. Leave you all alone, as I was left in a prison cell for 20 years.
Please, Micah, don't go.
Rest assured that your conscience is clear. You confessed all of your crimes, although you may never be punished for them, at least not in this life. Goodbye, Andrew.
Andrew, you look. What's happened?
Dr. Evans, I'm dying. Remember?
Didn't Micah tell you?
Tell me. What?
Where is Micah?
She's gone. She left about an hour ago. Oh, damn these headaches.
Hold on. Let me see those pills. Where'd you get these?
You prescribed them. It's what I've been taking all along.
And Micah has been giving them to you?
Of course. I've been much too weak to even get out of bed. Why do you ask?
Because they're caffeine pills. The very thing that has been causing your headaches.
You mean that Micah has
been switching your pain medication, although it doesn't really matter now.
What do you mean?
Yes, I thought as much. Micah didn't tell you. You're not dying. You never were. There is no tumor.
What?
There was a mix-up at the lab. you are going to live a very long life.
A long life. No, a very long life. Behind prison walls.
What are you talking about?
The letter. She mailed the letter. My confession. Oh, you sadistic. Micah! You planned it all! You planned it all along! I will spend the rest of my life in prison!
As the doctor looks on in bewilderment, a very satisfied Micah watches from the edge of the grounds. I'll return shortly with a final comment. A tale of revenge? Of madness? Or should we call it karma? I leave you with the words of Walter Scott. Vengeance to God alone belongs, but when I think of all my wrongs, my blood is liquid flame. Our cast included Crimson McKenzie, Winslow Swan, and William Stafford. The story was edited by Crimson McKenzie and directed by Winslow Swan. And now, a preview of our next tale.
You just had to do it, didn't you, Owen?
I'm sorry, Jasmine, but you have no idea what I've seen.
I don't care what you have seen. It's just like all the other jobs, good jobs, that you have been fired from because you won't stop asking questions.
Don't you think that I have a right to know what I'm hauling around all night long?
For the kind of money that you're making, I wouldn't care if you were driving around with a truck full of drugs and dead bodies.
This is Artemis Black, inviting you to return with us through the doorway to Nightmare for another adventure into the world of your terrifying imagination. Until next time, slumber peacefully. Epilogue. The butler did it.